Good, bright, and beautiful Monday to everyone. Welcome back to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the video forecast discussion for Monday, the 14th of September, 2015. And what a fantastic start to your Monday. It's a holiday for some, but for the rest of us, it's a work day. Mostly sunny skies right now. We have a few clouds around, mostly the mid and upper level variety. Most areas are seeing mostly clear skies this morning. At 10 a.m., temperatures are comfortable. They're generally running in the low to the mid 60s in most areas. The winds are howling in out of the northwest and west at speeds about 15, gust up to about 25 miles per hour. And the dew points, well, they're refreshing. They're anywhere from the upper 40s to around 50 degrees, and that is bone dry air. Beautiful surface chart this morning from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows the high pressure ridge building over the Tennessee and Mississippi River valleys, cresting all the way up into the Great Lakes, and our northwesterly flow continues today, our departing low over the weekend, which brought rain to some areas and other areas and not our area. But anyway, this low is deepening, and as a result, with the ridge building in underneath it, westerly to northwesterly winds are gusty today as the pressure gradient continues to be a little bit on the strong side. Morning passive visible satellite imagery this morning shows mostly clear skies, and look at this. This is a cumulus with the wind out of the northwest moving over the warm water and the chilly air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, providing for the cumulus clouds that you can see over the water this morning. And we have some mid and upper level lower clouds actually over the region this morning, departing to our north and east over the Hudson River Valley area and into southwestern Connecticut as well. Water vapor imagery is generally dry, sinking air across this region. There is still another impulse in the flow that moves through, could provide some sprinkles for Connecticut and the lower Hudson Valley later this afternoon or later this morning and afternoon, but generally the rest of the forecast region seeing nothing but bone dry air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Here's our upper level low spinning across Maine this morning, or southern New England actually, and it's providing a few spokes of light rain showers moving into portions of Rhode Island and Massachusetts this morning. Most of this will stay away from the entire forecast region. Indeed, it was a chilly morning this morning, even with the northwesterly winds being quite gusty, but they're becoming more gustier now that the sun is out and the layer is mixing. Temperatures this morning were anywhere from the upper 40s to low 50s across the region. This is definitely some welcomed air into the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. The only watches, warnings, and advisories we have are on the coastal waterfronts for small craft advisories until 8 o'clock tonight for west winds at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, seas a little choppy out there at 3 to 4 feet. Surf zone forecast for you people that still have the day off and you're going to the beaches of New York City and Long Island. Basically, low risk of rip currents, no lifeguards are present. Remember that. Lightning risk none today. Surf height around 2 to 4 feet. Ultraviolet index is moderate. Water temperatures are still in the mid 70s. Weather is mostly sunny. Max temperatures around 75. The winds out of the west at around 20 miles an hour. The next high tide at Rockaway Inlet will be at 9:13 this evening. Low tide will occur at 3:03 this afternoon. For New Jersey and Delaware beaches for today, sunshine, upper 70s, west winds 15 to 20, seas around 3 feet. Water temperatures around 72 at the surf. UVI index is 6, which is high. Rip current risk today is low. Lightning risk today is low as well for the New Jersey beaches. And the next high tide at Belmar will be at about 8:38 this morning is the high tide that passed. Low tide 2:41 this afternoon. Next high tide at Belmar 8:47 tonight. Moderate amounts of pollen spores from ragweed, grasses, and chenopod's will continue right through the week. Ultraviolet radiational index forecast right through the week will be on the medium side. Forecasted charts from the Weather Prediction Center starts out with our analysis this morning with high pressure right over Kentucky and the Virginias here. 1024 millibar high, northwesterly flow. Here's our upper low now spinning away off the coast of southern New England and into Atlantic Canada here. And just high pressure will be building in across the forecast region for the next several days right into the end of the week. Here's a little bit of a trough access, still spokes with a little bit of sprinkles still left over in Connecticut late this afternoon. That goes away, and then high pressure just continues to build in through the forecast region, providing clear days, clear nights, and warming temperatures under a modifying air mass by the time we get into Wednesday and Thursday, where temperatures will be on the uptick into the low to mid 80s right through the middle and ending part of the week. We still have this old frontal boundary with a lot of moisture on it. There's lots of watches and warnings and thatches of rain here across southern Florida, central and southern Florida. That will remain the case for the week. And by the time we get to Thursday, high pressure continues to ridge and build across the forecast region. The air mass will be modifying as the winds become light and variable, and the temperatures begin to warm up, and it looks like this fine weather is going to stick around right into the weekend. We could find most of the weekend to be absolutely beautiful. We'll have to watch for this mid-level disturbance on the backside of this ridge. It's a little trough access here. Most of the weather, though, for right through the weekend, there could be just an outlier chance of a scattered shower or thunderstorm later in the weekend, but most of the weekend looks absolutely delightful. And then a cold front will be moving through later Sunday night and Monday. That could touch off a shower and thunderstorm, and then more high pressure begins to build into the forecast region. Now, the next 6 to 10 days in temperatures generally from September 19th through the 23rd, above normal temperatures for the eastern United States. Near normal precipitation across the forecast region as well. And we are running still quite below in our areas here where we did not get a lot of rain from Saturday's event. For the next 8 to 14 days from September 21st through the 27th, above normal temperatures are still being forecasted by the Climate Prediction Center and below normal precipitation. These maps from the Mid-Atlantic River Forecast Center have not been updated since the 8th of September. They're not being updated today. Maybe it's because there's a holiday ongoing still. But we still have departures where it didn't rain appreciably over the last couple of days, especially on Saturday's rain event, where all the rain was focused over Pennsylvania and the other part out over the ocean into Connecticut and Long Island. We're in a moderate case of severe dry weather here with departures below normal here at 7, 8, 9, almost 10 inches of rain still below normal. On the aviational weather deck this morning, it's delightful. Mostly clear skies expected through the area for today. Only a few daytime cumulus or stratocumulus clouds will be across the region. Winds will increase and become gusty. 20 to 25 knots expected. Tonight's conditions will be winds will be diminishing. Winds around sunset. Outlook for Tuesday. VFR clear or scattered above 5,000 feet. Northwest winds gusting under 15 knots. Weak Delaware Atlantic coastal and lower Delaware Bay onshore breezes during the afternoon. Wednesday VFR clear or scattered at about 5,000 feet. Light winds again afternoon. Sea breeze, bay breeze is possible. Atlantic City and Wilmington. Thursday VFR clear again 5,000 foot scattered around the region. Light southwest winds. Afternoon sea and bay breeze possible. Atlantic City and Millville again. Friday VFR clear. Same story. 5,000 after any early morning countryside fog or burns off. Southwest winds at around 10 knots. Afternoon sea breeze and bay breezes around Atlantic City and Millville. Atlantic City and Wilmington rather. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Clear sky, 66 degrees, dew point is 49, humidity 54%. The wind is northwest at 17, gust to 24 this hour. Few clouds around the region at 3,500, 8,000, and scattered in Newark at about 25,000. Beautiful conditions, a little choppy on the winds this morning. Out there in Philadelphia, it's beautiful too, 65, dew point 46, humidity 50%. The wind is northwest at 12. Few clouds around the region at 25,000. Those are jet stream clouds. Under that, sunshine. Gusty winds today, beautiful weather conditions. VFR in place. In the tropics we go this morning. We have a disturbed area of low pressure about several hundred miles to the southwest of the Cape Verde Islands, producing minimal shower activity. Environmental conditions are still expected to be conducive for development, and this system could still become a tropical depression during the next day or two, while it moves generally to the northwest across central tropical Atlantic. Formation chances over the next 48 hours about 80%, and over the next 5 days about 90%. There is an area of low pressure and disturbed weather here in the Gulf. Basically southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Some slow development of the system possible during the next couple of days as it moves very little. After a couple of days, a slow west-northwest motion toward Mexico is expected, and land interaction could limit development. The Air Force Reserve Reconnaissance aircraft originally scheduled to investigate the storm this afternoon has been canceled, and we'll be monitoring that. Meanwhile, there's another wave of low pressure developing off of the coast of Africa right now. And basically it is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and conditions are expected to be conducive for gradual development of this wave during the next several days while it moves west at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So enjoy this fantastic fine weather week ahead. We're still, approaching harvest time in September and October, and we're still in a deficit with water, and that is for sure. So do be careful out there with watering your plants and vegetation over the next several days. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a pleasant Monday. We'll be back in video form tomorrow morning.